All right, welcome back. How you all doing? We're going to talk about estate planning basics today and what it is, why is it important, why should we do this now, some practical tips that'll help you out, I think, and what if we need help? How do we get some help from this? So, important disclaimer before we get started. Number one, I'm not an attorney. I'm a financial advisor, financial planner. So this is general education, not specific advice, and shouldn't be taken as such. So that out of the way. Number one, what is estate planning and what does it cover? So number one, the objectives for estate planning is to make sure that those after you can A, settle your estate in the most efficient manner, B, protect survivors as it's needed, C, do it in a tax advantaged way. Um, D, privately, if you desire that, which comes to D, to lessen the need for or completely avoid the probate process. If you do not have a will, the state has one for you, and you will go through probate and all of the requisite fees and time delays that go with it. Um, so let's talk about probate for a second. There's really three ways, three basic ways to avoid it um, to the best way possible. Number one is by law. So if you put account beneficiaries on everything, that's by law. That's great. Do that. Number two is by contract, such as life insurance or annuities. And then number three is by a trust, such as a revocable living trust or other types, more advanced types of trusts that you can get into, depending on your situation. So why do this now? I asked the question, why are you waiting? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, so there's really no reason to delay it. The executor and your family will thank you. Um, excuse me. If you made one, wow, trying not to sneeze. if you made one 10 years ago, let's say when the kids were little, and now they're grown up, it's time to do this again for sure. We were in that situation. It's like, oh yeah, we did make one, but that was like ages ago. Yeah, it's time to look at it again. Things have changed a lot. Um, so yeah, don't wait. Go ahead and do it now. It's not an easy process. You start talking about things you don't want to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about that, death and what comes next, but yeah, it has to happen at some point. So you might as well just rip the Band-Aid and go do it. All right, number three, practical tips. So the first thing you can do is, like I mentioned earlier, get beneficiaries on all your accounts. This includes your bank accounts. If you didn't know you can do that, you can. It's called payable on death. Check it out. Most of them you can do it online with each of your accounts. Some can allow you to do multiple beneficiaries, some are just one. So it just depends on the bank, but that's an easy, all of this beneficiary work is an easy button. Get it on all your investment accounts, everything. But it's something that people overlook or haven't looked at in quite some time. If you have an advisor, financial planner, they should be asking about your beneficiaries at every review. If not, you bring it up. Hey, I need to check out my beneficiaries. Are they on there? Are they correct? Who's the primary? Who's the contingent? If I have a trust, is the trust part of the beneficiary list? Sometimes that gets missed. And that includes insurance as well. So all of your insurance policies, make sure the beneficiaries are set up correctly there. Number two, look at how your property is deeded. Is it joint or is it just one of you? If your plan is to pass that property to your surviving spouse, make sure you get both names on there. Make it joint tenants with rights of survivorship. It'll make it a lot easier when that time comes. Otherwise, it's going through the probate process. Number three, avoid putting your kids on the deed for your house or other property. The reason, generally, what happens is, and if you ever heard of this term, step up in basis, they will lose that and revert to your original basis for what you paid for the property back in 19 whatever, or 2000 whatever. So we don't want that because they're going to have a huge tax hit if they have to turn around and sell that property and they're on the deed when you pass away. So keep them off the deed, and they will get the step up in basis. Yes, it might go through the probate process, but you can also mitigate that in other ways, which we'll see. So, okay, enough said about that. But number four, these are the four things or three things you need, and optionally a fourth thing. This is your checklist. So you need wills for each person, last will and testament. You need durable powers of attorney for healthcare and finances. There is a difference between durable and springing. I prefer and recommend durables for a number of reasons. Others recommend springing. Do your homework on that. You need an advance directive. This is the do not resuscitate and other instructions for how to handle those situations. You need one of those for each person. And then optionally, the revocable trust, if you need to specify who gets what and when. If you're a business owner, if you have multiple properties out of state. Properties out of state, you might have multiple probates, so watch out for that. If you want privacy in your proceedings, not published in the paper, that sort of thing, or if you have special needs. You have family members that need special needs after you pass. This is a way to do that. Number five, don't forget about digital assets and all of your passwords and two-factor authentication. Kind of easy to overlook, but we accumulate hundreds of passwords and accounts, and we have a huge online footprint, social media sites. You probably want to shut those down. Your executor needs all of that information. The best thing to do is create a survivor or getaway book with instructions, lists of assets, access instructions. Is that two-factor authentication tied to your phone? And you want this so someone, the executor or executrix, can pick it up and find everything in one place. Super important. They really don't want a scavenger hunt. I don't believe. I would guess not. I wouldn't want that. Well, actually, we've already done that once. Number six, if you want to avoid probate altogether, revocable trust is the way to go. But remember to fund it. This is the number one thing missed in establishing a revocable trust. You get it all set up, and then nobody puts anything into it. It won't help if there's nothing in it. So don't forget to fund it. So those are 6 practical tips that you can use. There's many more. I'll be glad to go over that with you. But if you need help, find an advisor or planner or attorney, depending on your situation, that can guide you through the estate planning process. Us here at Inspire, we have a discounted DIY service that you can use. We also have a white glove guided service guided by the advisor for all of your paperwork, including like funding a trust. That happens for you. You don't have to do much except go through the estate planning process with us. And then also we have referrals to estate attorneys proper that can handle more advanced situations, and or if you prefer that route, that establishment of that relationship for later, I would recommend that for sure. So let us know how we can help. I'll be glad to do that. There's also many online resources, as I'm sure you'll find as you start to explore this, but it is the internet, so grain of salt. There are some really good things out there on estate planning, and then there's some not so good things. If you do it yourself, do your homework on the process in your state for making the paperwork valid. Here in Alabama, anyway, you need 2 witnesses, non-family members preferred. recommended, and then notarized. Um, and you don't have to file anything. That's a misconception. Keep a copy in a safe place, and above all, let someone know where to find said paperwork, and they will thank you. So that is it. Thank you for listening. We have, again, we do financial planning here primarily. Also, all of your investing needs, especially biblical responsible investing, is a passion of ours, and we love to tell people about this. And then the rest of the things that you see here, we do as well, including small business planning. We handle, how to plan for real estate, and estate planning's on here somewhere, right there. So there you go. Have a wonderful evening. We will talk again soon, and God bless.